talk about Mikey Williams. I'm going to deliver some game. I'm going to deliver some value. I'm going to deliver some content that's going to help student athletes be the very best they can be. Hoop loud. Now, before I do, I want to go ahead and set the stage a little bit, just in case you don't know. Mikey Williams allegedly was involved in a shooting into a car. 5, 6 people there. Got around six felony charges. Estimated 28 years behind bars if he's convicted of these things. Nobody was hurt. Nobody was injured. There's so many people that have negative things to say about him, trying to kick him when he's down. Keep in mind, this young man is 19 years old. There are people saying he's going to jail, celebrity figures saying he's going to jail, saying all this crazy stuff. And I just want to deliver you some value. I just want to give you some value. There's always something you can learn from the situation. I was not there. All this is allegedly, but there's still some value we're going to extract from this thing, and it's going to improve your life. Share this with any student athlete that you know can benefit from the information. That means all of them. The reason I can have empathy for the situation because I was once 19 years old. Right? And I can remember being a child and getting a birthday card from a relative, and it has, I don't know, I'm 8 years old, $8, right? When I got that $8, I looked at those $8 with 8-year-old eyes, with an 8-year-old brain, with an 8-year-old experience, and I did 8-year-old things afterwards. What do you think I did with those $8? Huh? You think I put it in stocks and bonds? Huh? You think I put it in real estate? You think I put it in crypto? Is that what you think? I can guarantee you one thing. I did not do any of that. I went to wherever they were selling sugar, and I bought it up. I made it rain in there with those $8. Lemon heads, now laters, doggone, any type of like bubble gum that I could suck the doggone sugar out of it and spit out the gum. All that. Boston baked beans, hot tamales, Mikey nights. Well, I couldn't get all that with $8, but I did the best I could because my mind was, I'm going to do whatever I can do with this $8. I'm going to do as much damage as I can do. And some of y'all are like, well, Bill, that doesn't got nothing to do with anything. This man is 19 years old. Huh? Well, I had teammates in college, full ride scholarship athletes, that when they got that Pell check, let me tell you something. When they got that work study, let me tell you something. Them jokers balled out. Shoes, game consoles, car stereo systems. We've all made those mistakes. And what I've realized is this. The mistakes that I've made as a child were almost directly proportionate to the level of money or resources I had at that time that I didn't have any type of parental guidance. The reason I was able to go and buy those shoes or buy that car stereo system or buy all that candy is because all I needed was a gap. All I needed is a moment of not having supervision at the moment. My mom and dad was very much present in my life, okay? But that all it took was 30 seconds, baby. I'm walking around here with all the candy my pockets can hold, right? All it took was that moment. So I beg of you to look at this from that lens in the sense of, like, allegedly, him being in that situation, I guarantee you, his support system, his group, his parental guidance weren't there helping him make that decision. If he were to make that decision, right? And all it takes is a moment. I want you to have that mindset. But let's go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes of what I want you to tell student athletes, what's going to help them, and what you're going to share. Because you're going to share this, right? We need to have at least 100 shares because I know this is going to help you. The value is there. It's going to help you. One thing I need you to know, and one thing that student athletes need to understand is your life is in a fishbowl as a student athlete. And I'm not going to cry you a river and feel bad for you. Because guess what? You're an ambassador of the university. Guess what? When you put on that jersey and you go around from town to town, to city, and country to country, you represent that university. And the way you display yourself markets if some people want their son or daughter to go to that school. And then it also makes the alumni feel like, okay, this is something I want to donate to. This is something I want to sponsor. This is something I want to be a part of. To make that school even more popular. So understand that there's a reason why people are in your business. There's a reason why people want to know your business. There's a reason why people are using a fine-tooth comb to try to figure out if you're crazy or not, or find out if you're a good investment, right? Because there's a lot riding on it. I say you're in a fishbowl because it's different from any other family pet that you may have. A family pet like a dog or a cat. You may walk in the room and be like, I smell something. I smell like somebody. You got to go and find it. You got to go and find and see if this dog didn't defecate in your house, even peed on your couch. You got to go find it. You smell it first and you got to go find it. It's different when you're in a fishbowl. When you're in a fishbowl, it's for the world to see. It normally floats to the top. Not good, right? You got to clean that out. It's for the world. It's no hiding it is what I'm saying. So you being a student athlete, whether it be how you conduct yourself in real life or whether it be social media, understand it's a fishbowl. Understand people are going to see it and they're going to have opinions about it regardless of what you say. So be careful about what you associate with, who you associate with, and what you do. Because when you put on that jersey, you don't belong to yourself. You just don't. There's just so much money involved that it's just not about you. And I need you to understand that. I need you to understand that. The second thing I would say for student athletes, I think that they don't think about is the game will carry on in your absence. Who's the best basketball player of all time? Who is it? Some people say King James. Some people say Michael Jordan. Well, let's just use Michael Jordan for this example. Michael Jordan, when did he stop playing basketball? It's been a while. It's been a while, but guess what? The beer is still being poured. The popcorn is still being popped. The seats are still being sat in for other games after him. Michael Jordan, as great as he is, as many shoes that y'all wear, Michael Jordan shoes and all that stuff, there's still going to be more games played after him. Same thing with LeBron James, same thing with you, same thing with Mikey Williams. So my thing is you want to benefit from the situation as quickly and as much as you can while the iron is still hot. Because you're hot right now, right? You're going to be cold, but you're hot right now. And you're a safe bet, so people want to be involved with you. But I'm telling you is the game will carry on without you, so you want to make sure that you benefit this time while you have it. Another thing that I'll say is people are under the impression that my third thing for student athletes that I want to get across is understanding that you are a perishable item. Dig? A perishable item. You're not a non-perishable item. Some of y'all don't do grocery shopping, so that may go over your head a little bit. And I understand, because I didn't do grocery shopping when I was in college or like that. You know, I just bought what I wanted, but I didn't come in there with a strategy. But anyway, what I'm saying is this. Get you some bread, get you some milk, get you some yogurt, get you some cheese. Get you a banana. Open that boy up, right? Peel it back, sit on the counter, leave all that stuff right there. Then come back in about 5 days. You know what? Come back in 10 days. And you can eat whatever you want to that's on that cabinet right there. You're going to find out really quickly that stuff has decayed. It's nasty. It's doggone stale. You probably get sick eating that stuff. Probably got some mold on it, mildew, whatever. It's nasty. Because those items are perishable. Versus if you got something that was non-perishable. You know, you get some what they call a fruit cocktail, put it just in the canned good items you put up in there. Right? You have some, what else? Some dried beans, some, what else? Let's just stick with canned good items. Those things are built to sustain months, okay? You can get away with years. Canned good items, okay? But you need to understand that you are not a canned good item. You are a product, but you are perishable. And understanding that is key. You ain't got all day to make this thing work. Right? It seems like you're young and fun now, but I'm telling you, those years add up quick. So we want to make sure that we handle this situation because it's a time-sensitive occasion we have right here. Time-sensitive. This ain't. We ain't got all day. Okay? You could be here today, gone tomorrow, whether it be an injury or whether it be eligibility or whether it just be getting cut from a team. So understand that this is a time-sensitive occasion, and we want to make sure that we benefit the most from it. My third thing I would have to tell student athletes is, I think that was the third thing. The fourth thing I would say is this, a board of trustees. A board of trustees. Teams, organizations, companies, they have a board of trustees. They're actually higher than the doggone president. President gets all the accolades, everybody knows the president. People don't know who the board of trustees are. These companies, these teams, these organizations, they choose a panel, a board of trustees. Typically, these individuals, more often times than not, have done they have amassed the amount of wealth. They have been in charge of a certain amount of money. They have done a certain thing that would lend them helpful for this company they're a board of trustees of. So that means when the board of trustees open their mouth, it's a value, and people pay attention to what they're saying because they know that they've done it elsewhere. And what I'm saying to you is this. Leroy from around the way was cool when you were in high school, was cool when you were in middle school. Now that you're in college, now that you're in the league, you might need a new board of trustees. No knock against that person. That person can still be in your life, but that person doesn't have authority to be able to speak to you in the same manner they did previously. You need to have qualified individuals that are at where you want to be or have been where you want to be. You need sound wisdom, not somebody that just has an opinion. Anybody has an opinion, right? A board of trustees, number one, you need to have is this doggone channel. If you have not subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting on? There's nobody on the net that has consistently put out information since 2016 about student athlete development. If they are, put them in the comments below. All right, it's not working. Listen, I was doing this when nobody else was doing this. I was doing this before it was trendy to do it. I was doing this. We were at doggone pep rallies and basketball tournaments with a man Stretch years before anybody turned on their camera. Okay, we need to be a part of your board of trustees. All right, so make sure you add us. But you need to also be strategic about the voices you allow to speak in your life as you climb up to different levels in your life, as far as from high school, from middle school to high school to high school to college to pro. You need to make sure that you're intentional about that. Just don't be willy-nilly about who you allow to speak in your life. You need to have board of trustees that are valid, that are certified, like your big brother Bell. My last point is this. Again, talking about allegedly, I don't know what's going on, but I'll say this. Some of you are walking around thinking that you can be in the company of a fire and not be blamed for the fire because, you didn't start it. And what I'm saying is sometimes you can be so close to the fire that you can be confused at starting it and be penalized as if you started it, right? Think about basketball. If someone is playing basketball and the ref's behind him, he does one of these. From behind, it looks like he fouled him, even though he didn't even graze the person. But behind, it looks like he fouled him. So my thing is, I don't even want you to be so close to the fire that you can be confused as being the culprit, as being the person that started. I don't even want you being so close. I don't even want you being that close to it. We don't want to leave it to chance for you to be that close to it. Understand? So when you think about getting in a car with somebody that you know is doing something illegal, that is doing something that it's not going to fare well if this person gets caught. You need to have the mentality of, I don't even want to be in a freaking car with you. You understand? I don't even want to be in a car with you. I can't be in a car with you. Can't be in a car with you. If these are the decisions you're making, I'm not going to be in a car with you. Because that makes your chances of success 1 billion times better than being in that car. Right? I would even take it a step further. If I hear you talking about some foolishness, I don't want to hear this bullshit. Listen. Because I don't want to be held responsible for some goofiness that you're doing. I got so much riding on this. I got so many people depending on me. I got a younger sister or a younger brother that's looking up to me. I don't have time to hear no foolishness about what you got going on. If it's illegal, if it's against the rules, we're not going to do it. Because I don't want you to bring it back to, I talked to Bell. Bell said it was good. Bell didn't tell you nothing like that, player. No, he didn't. He didn't tell you nothing like that. So these are the things that I want you to adopt and learn from the situation. It's so easy to try to kick somebody while they're down. It's so easy to make fun of when you're not in a position. And I dare you to do the exact opposite. I dare you to allow this video to extract so much wisdom that you can share with your teammates, that you can use yourself so you're not even in this situation. Not even close. So as always, whether it's on the court or off, in the classroom out, graduate at the top of your class. Hoop Loudy.